Here you go, taking my bike apart. My rear wheel is being taken apart. See all that spokes? I am going to reuse those spokes for my rear wheel with the Campy Record hub upgrade. God told me to do this. God told me to build a wheel myself. So here I am. I'm trusting in God. I'm trusting in Him. So I'm not worried about problems, compatibility issues. I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't think compatibility problem is going to happen because God told me to do so. So I'm trusting in Him. Here you go. Took the wheel apart. The left is my old Shimano RX100 hub. The right is the Campy Record hub. It does look wider. It is slightly wider than my old one. Well, guys, I got the wheel assembled. That's a Campagnolo Record hub. Got it assembled myself on my own. Kind of succeeded, pretty much succeeded in second try. First try I failed miserably. These are my old spokes from my old rim, and the spokes. I reused them and they fit fine. They fit fine. The spokes are not too long, not too short. It seemed to work without troubles. It wasn't my idea. God told me to, first of all, God told me to build the wheel by myself without having the bike shop to do it. Well, since I was at it, getting the wheel assembled, might as well through it too, getting the wheel straightened. I honestly thought that I was not gonna be able to make it because I never built a wheel before, and let alone not knowing how to fix or build a bike. Wheel was supposed to be the hardest part, and it was. It was real pain. Yeah, God told me to, Jesus told me to build a wheel using my old rim and the spokes. So I did it. When I failed, I had the spokes installed the wrong way, and the wheel was out of shape. It was wobbling, it was out of balance, and the wheel was not round at all. Well, it was wobbling, it was side to side, really bad. After I got the spokes done right on the second try, I was able to get it done right. Check it out. It's pretty flat. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. That's pretty good without using a truing stand. And the wheel is centered too. If you check, it's centered to the frame. It was difficult. This was no easy task. It took over a day. Getting the wheel straightened was not hard. It was easy. Cupcake. Easier than anything else. I couldn't believe it. But keeping the wheel round has been real hard. About 1,500 times harder than keeping the wheel straight. It's pretty round right now. It's a lot better now actually. Until earlier today it was a mess. It was not round. It's pretty good. That's rideable. I should be able to ride bicycle once I get all the parts installed. Yep. I got all the parts ready. All the parts are waiting to be installed. I gotta clean up my frame. God told me not to repaint my frame, so he told me at the last minute not to do it. So I'm not gonna repaint it. Here are all my Campagnolo parts. I got the brake shift lever, Potenza shift levers. Everything is here, ready. I'm gonna put the parts together maybe tomorrow, see how it goes. I got the Campy Chorus 11 speed cassette on here, on this wheel right now. And this is a lock ring right here. And this is my tool from Bike Hand tool set. This is the only one that I have that slides it in here. I tried earlier and it won't go in all the way. It won't go in all the way. There's a groove in there. It kind of fits. It wants to go in. There's a little grip, but it's not small enough to slide in all the way. I think it's supposed to go in all the way, but it doesn't. I tried pushing it harder, but it doesn't go in. But there's a little grip. There's enough grip for me to turn it. I just tightened it by hand using this. So that's a lot less force than what it should be. What do you think, guys? Is this supposed to be like that? Or do I have a wrong tool? Do I have a wrong size tool? It doesn't go in all the way. So right now it's pretty much hand tightened. Would that be okay? Tell me, guys. Let me know what you think. It's on there right now. Here's an update on upgrading my bike. I got the Campy Potenza shift levers installed. Got the cable stop for the Downtube installed. And the Campy Record, Super Record rear derailleur installed. Ran into problems. The Campy Potenza front derailleur won't fit here. It won't fit on this brazen strap or adapter, whatever you call it. it won't fit in here. This is a Shimano 105. It's the one that came with the bike, with this model. Won't fit. It fits into this groove here, but there's not enough clearance. This is in the way. It needs to go up more to line up with the hole here, so that I can run the screw, tighten the screw through this and to here. It's, if this hole, this thread was located a little bit higher here, a little bit, only maybe by a couple millimeters, it would fit, but it won't. So I will be without this front derailleur for now. I think I should still be able to ride bike without it. Just don't shift the gear for, don't use the gear for changing the chain ring. Just rely on the rear derailleur to shift gears on the cassette. That should work for now, until I get myself a proper adapter for the brazen adapter for the Campagnolo front derailleur. I hope they got it. Then it should work. Cabling is about halfway done. And the brakes are connected. Brakes are connected, and they have been tested. The brakes work. Rear brake. Rear brake works. Just need to run the shifter cable to the rear derailleur to get it going and test it, tune it. It's been hard for me because I have never built a bike before. So it's been very, very time consuming. And the Campagnolo Potenza shift levers have been very difficult. I got stuck for almost a day, almost the entire day, trying to get this installed. It was that hard. Actually, they're simple. Turned out that they're very simple to install on the handlebar, but I couldn't find the instruction for it online. There was no tutorial, no tutorial video for Campagnolo Potenza shift lever. I was shocked. I mean, there was not even one tutorial available on the internet. Something is wrong. They got tutorial for other type of shift levers that are different model from Campagnolo and Shimano and stuff, but not this particular one because the layout is different. So I had to figure it out myself. Thankfully, God helped me. Jesus helped me to figure out what to look for, what to do, what to start. So I was able to figure out with his help. So I got it going. They are installed. The rear wheel is waiting to be installed. That's the rear wheel with the Campagnolo Record hub and Chorus cassette is on there. That's my front oar wheel that I will be using. I'm gonna just use that for now. It works fine. Yep. I will finish up building my bike and see and give you an update. Okay, it's working. Here's my bike upgrade. My Track 1400 road bike, upgraded with Campagnolo Chorus and Record component. Here's my handlebar tape that I put on. It goes well with the Campagnolo Potenza brake shift levers. Got the cabling all done. Cable stop. I could not remove this. This piece here is built into the bike. It won't come off. I couldn't take it off. There's a screw in there, but I couldn't loosen it. And the hole is very tight, so it's really hard to get inside to remove the screw. And I'm guessing that is the screw to remove. I'm not sure though. I don't know how to remove it. So I had to put the cable stop on here, and it still works, so I'm okay with that. Bicycle chain, Campagnolo Chorus chain installed, which requires that special pin and pinning on the chain. Got it installed at one try, first try. And here's my rear derailleur, Campagnolo rear derailleur super record. It's tuned, adjusted. As you saw, the gear shifts much better now. I had a lot of troubles getting the gears to shift correctly. It was rubbing, grinding. Didn't wanna change gears. Ran into a lot of trouble, but after playing with the adjustments, I got it to work. And this rear derailleur has that special clear coat, the clear protection film on it. It was pretty difficult because it's got very wild shape with holes, and so it took me a while to get it installed. And it's not only the top, this carbon frame is carbon body is covered, but also down here too, all the way, and this hole here, all the way down here, all the way here, and here. This whole carbon body is sealed with 3M clear protection film. I wanted to do that because it's very, very expensive rear derailleur. Even though I got it for a huge discount, I don't wanna mess it up from flying debris, like, you know, rocks and other debris that could damage it. This is a Campagnolo ultra low friction cable housing and the cable. The FD front derailleur is missing, as you see. The wire is pre-ran and it's just sticking out over here like that. I used a strap to tighten it so that it won't come off. For right now, I'll be going without the FD. Just rely on the gears on the rear for shifting. Man, the bike is lighter. I felt lightness. The bike is more agile, and the rear end feels lighter than before. I feel the definite difference. That Campagnolo Record, Super Record, and the hub, Campagnolo Record hub, and the cassette, all that helped shaving off that weight. So the bike is lighter. Plus the FD is missing. Yeah, the bike felt light. Felt like 20% faster. I was able to ride bicycle to work yesterday with the headwind, with slight uphill, no problem. The bike was just gliding. It just keeps wanting to roll. I definitely felt the difference. My old bike frame, my old rear hub turned out to be bad. It was very rough. It didn't want to turn very good. I think the bearing has gone bad on my old one, the Shimano RX100. So yeah, it definitely needed replacement. I had no idea. The bike feels new. Feels like a new bike. It's not the same bike that I was used to riding. It just feels nicer. I was surprised. I thought that it would make no difference on the ride performance of it. Even though it's slightly lighter, I didn't think it would make a big difference, but it feels very different. I was able to ride bicycle faster. This is a miracle actually, because I never thought about building a bike on my own. I have no experience, nothing. I have never built a bike before. But God helped me to get it done, to actually do it. He's the one that pushed me to do it instead of having me buy a new bicycle. He was totally against it. He wanted me to stick with my old bike and just upgrade the parts where I want and just leave it that. Without his help, this wouldn't have happened, because Jesus guided me how to change the chain, how to install the chain. He told me when to stop pressing in the pin and not to press it in anymore. He's the one that guided me, directed me, so that I can, and then I removed the other side, the pin that was sticking out of the chain. I removed it and then I pinned it afterwards. But when I followed him, obeyed him, when he told me to stop pressing in, it came out perfect. Perfect. It was balanced. It was not pushed in too deep, or it was not pushed in enough. It was just right. Jesus also helped me building the wheel. Something that I never thought possible, that I didn't think I would be able to do it. And the wheel is pretty straight. Without using the truing stand. I don't have a truing stand. I just used a bicycle frame with the brake caliper as a truing stand. And then I built a reel. It's amazing what has been done through his help. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. Bike is ready, and I don't know about the FD. I might get it installed or I might not. I don't know. It's not urgent because I can still ride bicycle fine with the rear gears, and I can use that old 1920s style to change the gear on the front chainring. use my hand, my raw power, my raw hand, lift the chain and then put it over to the smaller gear when I want it, and put it back on here when I need it. Just do it manually, and it's still good to go. So I'm okay with that. All right.